Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play a song by Justin Bieber called Hold Tight. And we're going to end up capoing this on first fret to kind of match the recording, but we're going to start out on a D minor chord. And the way you play D minor, first finger goes to the high E string on the first fret, second finger on the G string on the second fret, and then the third or the fourth finger on the B string on the third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that'll get your clearest sound. It's called D minor. And then from D minor, we're going to be going to an E minor chord. The way you play E minor, or the way you might want to play E minor, is doing second finger on the A string on the second fret, third finger on the D string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. But from the E minor, we go to an E major chord. So from where we are, if you take the first finger and kind of add him in on the G string on the first fret, that sounds an E major chord. Now on the E major, you may also want to use something called E7, where if you lift off the third finger from where you are right now, we got first finger on the G string first fret, second finger on the A string second, that's something called E7. You may even want to take the pinky and kind of add him in on the B string third fret. That's another way you can play E7. And then from the E, we're going to be going to an F major chord. And if you know the bar F major, we'll talk about a really easy substitute in a moment. But you do your first finger across the entire first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, third finger on the A string third fret, and the pinky on the D string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major bar chord. It sounds really, really happy. And a good substitute for that, though, if you're just starting out, is something called F major 7. The way you play F major 7, first finger goes to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the G string second fret, the third finger on the D string on the third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7 chord. It sounds really, really groovy and happy. And then from the F, we're going to be going to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to the A string on the second fret, second finger on the low E string on the third fret, third finger on the B string, or at least you could do it this way, third finger on the B string third fret, and the pinky on the high E string third fret. If you strum all those together, that's one way you may want to think about playing G major through the song. Or you could just take the third finger and go to the high E string on the third fret, just kind of leave the pinky out of it. And that's another way you could play G major. And then from there, we're going to be going back to the E minor, but since we're on the G chord, you may want to think about doing the E minor with first finger on the A string second, second finger on the D string second. Or you could even kind of take your pinky and kind of add him in on the B on the third fret and make it an E minor 7. Or another way you could play E minor 7 would be doing the third finger on the B string third fret, pinky on the high E string third fret. So we want to kind of think about a couple of those options through the song. And that's basically our chord progression through the song. Is kind of that D minor, E major, F major, G major, E minor, D minor, E minor, E major, F, and then G, E minor. But a lot of times with a song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down. We'll talk about another one in a moment to really kind of match the feel. But if you take the D minor and just try that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. And this could work actually at kind of a quick pace. The weird part is there are a couple of our chords that will end up halving. So on the E minor and the E major, you may just want to do a down, down up on each of those chords. And then we'll do our whole pattern on the F major, and then we kind of half a G major with an E minor at the end. So we try that all the way through. We'd have D minor, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, E7, down, F, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, E major, down, down, F, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down. Now something else that I like to add to a song like this too is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you could throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the D minor, you'd have the D string for your bass. On the E minor, you'd have the low E string for your bass. On the E major, you'd have the low E string for the bass, or the E7, or the E minor 7. And then on the F, if you're doing the bar F, you'd have the low E string for your bass. So bass, down, up, down. On the F major 7, you'd have the D for your bass. Bass, down, up, down. But on the G, you'd have the low E string for your bass. And then on the E minor, the E minor 7 at the end, we'd have another E bass. So we tried that through. Well, the weird part is where we're halving things. So we could do just kind of a bass down up on those parts where we're kind of halving chords. So we tried it that way. We'd have D minor with the D bass, down, up, down, E minor with the low E bass, down, E with the low E bass, down, F with the bass, down, up, down, E with the low E bass, down, E minor with the low E bass, down, E minor with the E bass, down, up, down, E minor with the low E bass, down, E with the low E bass, down, F with the bass, down, up, down, G with the low E bass, down, E minor with the low E bass, down. Now another strum pattern I would think about using through the song though, because of the feel, is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into two parts with our down, down, up, down. 1, 2, 1, and 2, and that's called an eighth note. What a 16th note is where you divide that beat into four parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the D minor, do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up. Then on the third beat, you're doing an up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. So another way to kind of work it would be doing the down, 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 up on the D minor, and then go to the E minor for a up, down, and then E major for the down, up, and then going to the F for the down, 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 up, and then going to the G for the up, down, and then the E minor with the down, up, down. It's kind of some halving things, but this can be very, very cool to work. We'd have D minor with the down, 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 up, E minor, up, down, E down, up, down, F down, 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 up, G, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, E minor, down, 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 up, E minor, up, down, E down, up, down, F down, 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 up, G, up, down, E minor, down, up, down. Now another way you might want to work it to kind of get into, or you could add basses to that. You'd have D minor with the D bass, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, E down, up, down, F with the bass, down, down, up, G, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, D minor with the D bass, down, down, up, E minor, up, down, E down, up, down, F bass, down, down, up, G, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, up. Now another way to kind of work it would be doing the D minor for a down, 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 up, and then using just a down, down, up for our E minor and our E chords, and then going to the F with the down, 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 up, and then the G with a down, down, up, and then E minor with a down, down, up. So we tried it that way. We'd have D minor down, 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 E minor down, down, E down, down, F down, 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 G down, down, E minor down, down, E minor down, 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 E minor down, down, E down, down, F down, 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 G down, down, E minor down, down, and that's a little bit easier to work basses through. If you wanted to work them, you could do D minor with the D bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, E with the low E bass, down, F with the bass, down, down, G with low E bass, E minor with low E bass, E minor with the D bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, E with low E bass, down, F with the bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, E minor with low E bass, down. Now the weird part is to play along with Justin Bieber though, instead of starting on a D minor chord, he's starting on an E flat minor chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take the capo, and if you put the capo on first fret, then now your D minor is really an E flat minor, your E minor is really an F minor, your E major is really an F major, your F major is really a G flat major, and your G major is really an A flat major. So we take it from the very beginning. We could work it as just a down, down, up, down, up. And we have D minor down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, E down, down, F down, 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 G down, down, E minor down, E minor down, 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 E minor down, down, E down, down, F down, down, G down, down, E minor down, down. Or we could add basses to that, and we have D minor with the D bass, down, down, E minor with the bass, down, E with the bass, down, F with the bass, down, down, G with the bass, down, E minor with the low bass, down, E minor with the D bass, down, down, E minor with the low bass, down, E with the low bass, down, F with the bass, down, down, G with the low bass, down, E minor with the low bass, down. Or we could try our 16th pattern, and then we have D minor with the down, 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 up, E minor, up, down, E down, F down, 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 up, G, up, down, E minor, down, got D minor with B bass, down, down, up, D minor, up, down, down, yeah, down, up, F with the bass, down, down, up, G, up, down, D minor, down, D minor with B bass, down, down, up, D minor, up, down, E, down, F with the bass, down, down, up, G, up, down, D minor, down, or we could try that 16th variation. We had D minor, down, down, E minor, down, down, G, down, down, F, down, 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 G, down, down, E minor, down, down, E minor, down, down, E minor, down, down, G, down, down, F, down, 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 G, down, down, E minor, down. Or we could add basses to that. And we'd have D minor, B bass, down, down, E minor, U, low, E bass, F, bass, down, down, G, low, E bass, down, E minor, low, E bass, down, E bass, down, down, E minor, low, E bass, down, G, low, E bass, down, F, bass, down, down, G, low, E bass, down, E minor, low, E bass. Mix it up a little bit. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Hold Tight by Justin Bieber. So good luck!